For their final project this semester, students in Irene Guerinot's Physics 101 class have an opportunity to demonstrate how physics apply to the careers they are choosing. Making physics accessible as a topic is a priority for Guerinot. She goes beyond equations and encourages students to apply concepts across disciplines.
So we are ready to start. Anna and Jenny. There is a nationwide movement that the medical board started and said, you guys have to redesign your physics courses to apply for life sciences majors because they don't see the connection and we need them to see the connection. They see students that are in physics classes don't see the connection, don't understand why do they have to take physics because they are not engineers, they are not physicists, they don't want to go into those fields and they are resentful. And the resentment, usually we don't mind that much, it's okay. They're resentful for many classes, but the resentment stops them from actually studying the material the right way, enjoying the material, and actually learning the material.
Cody Kidd has his sights set on medical school. He worked in a group with students interested in becoming engineers and lawyers. They presented on the physics that come into play when legal issues, like patent infringement, are resolved.
Whether you're an engineer, researcher, or patent law, the fact that because our physics group was actually pretty diverse in where our occupations were. So the fact that we were able to apply physics relatively easy to every single part actually opened up my eyes saying that physics is actually everywhere. With physics, you actually have to conceptually understand it to get it, and that's how she does her homework, that's how she examines us. I mean, and it's a lot harder, but actually that's how I believe that it needs to be taught, because if you can actually, it's instead of just memorizing an equation and then forgetting it next semester, if you actually conceptually understand it the way she's teaching it, you're never going to forget it. And for something that's actually going to be applied in everyday life, that's the kind of teaching that we need. So that's what I appreciate about this class.
Iman Harris is an exercise science major interested in occupational physical therapy. She wants to work in a neonatal intensive care unit.
My project was the physics of breastfeeding. Me wanting to go into occupational therapy working with newborns, I thought it was just interesting seeing the actual applied concept that we learned in class in actual milk flow. I never thought that could be possible, but just knowing, in my profession, I can be like, yeah, there is physics actually. So that was definitely the most interesting part for me.
Although Rachel Burton isn't yet sure where her career path will lead, she chose to work in a group presenting about forensics. She enjoyed the teamwork in presenting, and she was fascinated to learn how physics is integrated into other forms of science.
Forensics and chemistry and physics and how they all work together is really interesting, and being able to apply all those different sciences together with a project kind of helped me see that no matter what path I want to go into, that they can all relate, and so they're all very important together. No matter what I decide to go into, there will always be interviews or presentations that I have to do, and so just practicing presenting in front of people and applying different concepts from different things and being able to tell that to people and help them understand that. It was fun getting to meet up and figure out what would be the best demonstration of our project.
For Guerinot, helping students to see the connections between physics and other disciplines is a daily reality in the classroom.
You would have thought that the vast majority of physicists were sitting around and they were going, well, how can they not see the connection? It's there, it's obvious to all of us. Well, it's obvious to us. First of all, we are old and we have gone through all these sciences, but to the students it is really not obvious. You have to help them see the connection, and slowly but surely that is going on, that is happening. It's not an abstract idea anymore, it is a real idea, it's real. They see the application, and when it was abstract they would never remember it again, but the application they see it clearly, and they teach me so much, things that I didn't know. Sometimes I start a little bit about the conversation of the application and I give them 2-3 examples and they give me 20. So it is great, yes.